Hello and welcome to the show. My name is Anthony Hudson, and you're watching the Eagle Flight Atlanta's presentation of the Atlanta Freedom Journal. We want to welcome you and invite you to be a part. It's participatory TV, and you are our network of getting things done. And we like to give you some great intelligence today. Most news media will give you information. We give you intelligence. And so we have an intelligent brief today. For example, the top 5 or so reasons why the election is rigged. So I will be giving you the top 5 or 6 reasons why the election is rigged. So if one would lay a wager, if I could do it, you would support it. Support the ideas that are giving you intelligence. Intelligence is so much more important than just information. So I'm asking you to text 5 people and ask them to tune in, to put their thinking caps on. Hello, I'm Anthony R. Hudson, executive producer of Eagle Flight Atlanta, and about 26 or more other shows that I don't have time to give you my dossier. But I'm going to welcome you to the program. This is not a program that you would normally get. This is actionable intelligence. This isn't slapstick. It's not information. It's not just information. It's actionable intelligence. So, and the reason why people give actionable intelligence is for you to make an intelligent decision. And so the value of someone giving you actionable intelligence far outweighs you paying for a news media or paying for a local theater or a movie. Actionable intelligence is the critical information that you're going to need to make a good choice. And that's what we're giving today. Today's intelligent brief is 6 facts indicating a rigged election. 6 facts that indicates rigged elections. The number 1 goes back in history to 1968 when Dick Gregory was running for president. Dick Gregory ran and the national polling machines indicated that he won 6 million votes in Pennsylvania. Cronkite reported it, and it was national news. But then the next day, they had a retraction, and he said that the polling machine, which is where all the votes go to and are tabulated, it malfunctioned and it was an error, and that Dick Gregory didn't get 6 million votes. And his critique was basically saying, don't trust the machines can't be trusted. 1968. Tampering with the machine. Basically what it is they had wanted Nixon to get the 6 million, but they had the code that they used, the number sequence code that they used for Nixon, they got it transversed with Dick Gregory. And so it shows how you can program error into any program. What's the next one? The next one I would say is that the Democratic Party and the Republican Party controls, like a monopoly, the national debate stage. So if you're not a Democrat, selected Democrat or Republican, and you're from a 3rd or 4th or 5th party, you cannot get on the national debate stage unless you have about 15% of the populace vote, and you have to have that in every state, which is more difficult to get. So let me just explain to you the conditions. Let's say we look at the Hillary-Trump race, and we hear the popular polls are saying that both of them had a disapproval rating of 87%. 87% disapproval rating means that 87% of the voters disapprove of the two choices. You remember the old times when they said, choose between two evils. Well, this is what the condition is. So at a condition where 87% of the voting populace are disenchanted or would not like to vote for the choices that they have, then that outlier, that maverick, that the one who with less than, if you had less than 1% of the vote going into a debate and show the brilliance and whatever that you would need to sway the voters, that's a 87% potential sway. That's a 87% potential shift. And so that could mean the difference between choosing between two evils every time and for once in a while choosing between an appropriate candidate and the rest. That's the second reason. The third reason, we can look in Republican or Democratic Party, but let's look at the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party has what they call super delegates. Now, a super delegate, it's like every man, one vote, one woman, one vote. Well, the super delegate process is a process where one person will have 1,000 votes. Their vote carries the power of 1,000 votes. And we see how that could have swayed the election of the nomination for Hillary and where Bernie lost. Well, if you have these super delegates who can give 1,000 votes for saying yay or nay, you're certainly rigging. That certainly is a mechanical rigging. When you have a bike and you have 1 to 5 gears and you gear it down to 5, that's a 1 to 5 ratio. And here, that's what they're doing. There's a 1 to 1,000 ratio where one vote can carry the weight of 1,000. That's the third one, excuse me. The fourth one is simple also. You can Google it anytime you want. Your vote does not count in the presidential election because it's the electoral college. And that fact alone mutes so much of your efforts, doesn't it? That's the fourth reason. The fifth reason, I think Mr. Trump has even complained about it, saying that over 10,000 people voted that was dead for 10 years, when you have fixing. Now we only have to, I'll give you that last one that proves everything. You can Google this. Cynthia McKinney really did a good analogy and breakdown of this, and that is the 2000 election, how the 2000 election was stolen. And why did they have to steal it outright? They had to steal it outright because 97% of all blacks went out and voted. See, Florida was talking about sending it back to the old Jim Crow era, the old slavery era. And when blacks found out about that, they all came out to vote. And then they had to steal the election. And it wasn't much of a theft because the one who should have complained didn't. And that lets you know it's the right-hand puppet versus the left-hand puppet getting in the position of presidential puppet. And so all of that is to say, if that doesn't encourage you to think intelligently on your politics and your culture and your energy, just let me close with a little political strategy that was used by Mahatma Gandhi. Now, I'm not going to say go and get beat up. That's not the strategy that actually won with Gandhi. He learned in the latter part what really worked is you not giving your energy to it. You're not putting your energy to a system that means your destruction. That's the main point. So you've heard the intelligent brief, Anthony Hudson, Master in Public Administration, Public Media Administrator, TV producer, and your access. So you can call the bottom of the screen to get more information, to get in where you fit in, to do what you do. It's not a call to action, it's a call to sanity. Talk to you later. Enjoy the day.